I am not responsible for my audience. Hello everyone, it's your favorite basement dweller here with another video, and this one's different. This is not a album review, this is actually a drama thing, because even though I review music on this channel, I am very engulfed in the world of YouTube drama. And the newest drama that is getting old at this point, but I figured, hey, I still have to just say what I feel, and you can disagree, that's obviously fine, is the idubbbz drama. So idubbbz released an apology video called I Miss the Old idubbbz, which I do as well. He basically, for 17 minutes, cries about all the hate and fear that he inspired in people. And it's a pretty bad video, I'll be honest. I haven't really rolled with idubbbz for a while. I think most of his modern content is relatively, I mean, it's harmless, but it's just shitty. There's not much to enjoy about it, which is weird because I grew up with him and Filthy Frank as some of my biggest idols when it came to just making great content, getting laughs out of people, what it meant to push the boundary of what was acceptable and what was funny online. And, you know, I understood that eventually Ian was going to come out and say something like this, because I've basically known ever since he stopped doing edgy humor. It was right around the time that the adpocalypse happened, so obviously he just capitalized on the truth, which is that edgy humor was out. You can't make shit like that anymore. You will get in trouble. H3 did it. He made his podcast, which is, you know, makes me want to blow my brains out. And there's also George Miller, but he moved on to actually make fantastic music too, so I'm okay with that. But Ian released this video where he's apologizing, especially for his content cops. So I rewatched the entire show, because it's been a while, so I wanted to see if it was truly hateful. Now, I don't think it was. I think everything in there is in some way or another justified. He acts like he went after innocent people that didn't do anything wrong, but the truth is that all the people in the videos were pretty shitty people. Now, some of them did not deserve it, like people like the toy review videos and stuff. They were just capitalizing on what made money at the time. They weren't horrible humans. They didn't rape anyone, so there wasn't a lot there. But with episodes like Keemstar or Rice Gum or Tana Module, oh, give me a module. That's what he talked about, was that he really regretted that one because there was so much just bad stuff that happened with that one. Obviously, in that video, he says the ever so hard N-word. That N-word being obviously Nigeria. It's a very controversial country, so it's a very bad word. No, when I say N-word, I mean the Nick. Gotcha. Basically, he apologizes for that, which I can see that in some way. Because the truth is that it's really shocking that that was ever acceptable to be done on YouTube. But at the same time, it never came across to me like he was a hateful person that hated African Americans or Jewish people or Asian Americans. It never came off like he was actually hateful to me. At its core, the Content Cop series is about everyone needs to be treated the same. Because when you think about it, all of the videos are about people that think they're better than other people. And he basically brings them down a level, says, no, you're just like all of us. You may make more money, you may be prettier, but it doesn't mean that you're better than us. And that's a message that stuck with me. And I think it's a message that stuck with a lot of people. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that everyone that watched Content Cop became a Jehovah's Witness or anything. I'm sure there were some bad apples, but that's literally any fan base. This brings me to the worst part of the video. idubbbz saying that he had the philosophy that he wasn't responsible for what his audience did. AKA, he was smart before. See, the philosophy that you are responsible for everything your audience does is one of the most retarded things I've ever heard in my life. Why would you ever say that? My biggest question is if someone in your audience that watched you went off and did a crime, does that mean it's technically your fault? Did you encourage them? Yeah, well, they were already unhinged and super racist, but watching your video where you said the N-word made them go off and kill a black man. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And, you know, this is a fight for a completely different thing. If you have a different opinion, talk to me in the comments. It'd be interesting to get some different sides of the story. But in the end, this doesn't change anything. The people that are with woke stuff are still going to get offended and say thank God that he changed. The people that love the edgy old stuff are still going to be trolling on Twitter and calling his wife a slut. I think neither side is right, actually, because both sides have decent points here and there. Just like every political statement ever. But at its core, I think I'm more on the side of idubbbz didn't need to apologize. I am fine with him changing, though, growing up. I don't support his content anymore because I only support things I find entertaining. But I'm not ever going to say that we need to tell him that he needs to kill himself because he's making videos that aren't good. If he wants to make shitty videos to the day he dies and kick Froggy Fresh off of Creator Clash and be a bitch about everything, that's fine. I'm going to end the video with a clip that someone edited together that perfectly sums up the hypocrisy that idubbbz has taken the philosophy of. Thank you for watching.
This is my request. I would like you to not harass me or my wife or anyone that we're friends with.
It's okay when I'm hating, but when other people are hating me, strictly off limits, guys.
In a car, living like a star, bombed Iraq, now I am black.